What's up? Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Real or Fake Live. We missed you last week. There were a lot of things going on, and we apologize. But we are back this week with a brand new episode. I even lost count with the week off.
We're on episode 54.
54. Episode 54.
You know what they say? 50 floor.
No, just don't.
You
don't
dance on the floor.
Don't even try it. All right.
50. You know what they say? 54. Oh, the sound's coming through Periscope. Jesus Christ. 54. And when you're sleeping, you snore.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now? You done?
Sometimes they say 54. Let's go cook up some boar.
Are you finished?
You know what yeah.
Okay, great. If you're new to Real or Fake Live, we basically analyze paranormal videos, viral paranormal videos, or wow, my camera is terrible.
You know what they say? 54.
Shut up! Shut up! I swear to God, I'm just thirsty out. But my camera looks horrific.
You know what, Chris? Chris, we just do what we can.
So if you're new to Real or Fake Live, we analyze paranormal videos from the internet, viral paranormal videos, or ones that you guys send in whenever you do send it in to paranormalwarehouse@gmail.com. 2 weeks ago, we had a video. Michael, what was it? Because I do not remember.
It was a video captured from our stream at the Malvern Manor, featuring a very cranky something or other. We didn't really know how to identify it. Would you like to watch it?
Let's watch it.
All right, everybody, enjoy. All right, we're back here. Let me start that video up again. So, listen, this was at the Malvern Manor. I got a lot of reels coming in on Periscope here, but this is a weird thing. It was so loud, really loud. A lot of things going on. I thought initially it was probably a dogfight, but it happened at different times in the night, and there was also associated like banging and clanging and things rattling around. So I don't really know what to make of it, dude. We both I said real.
Right. I came up with a new one, which I don't even remember anymore. Basically saying we need to research it a little bit more.
Was it look into it a bit because I'm Chris Bregenzer? Was that the new?
Something like that. Well, basically because, I mean, the noises are interesting, but at the same time, I mean, this is in the middle of the night too, and it is a small town, so I can't see it being a bunch of people outside making noise. Can it be animals and shit? Yeah, I guess, but I just think there needs to be more research done to really see what's going on.
Yeah, I think so too.
I wouldn't immediately call it paranormal, but I wouldn't call it fake either.
Yeah. If it's anything, it's some sort of animal. Like, yo, could there be some like weird raccoon or some shit living in the walls? I don't know. Old place. Like you said, I don't think it's people like outside messing around or anything.
Right. And like the whole time I was watching the video too, it's just you're expecting something to happen also. So my eyes were like scanning the room a million times just to see if we can see anything like an anomaly or anything like that. The quote unquote orbs that you see floating around, that's really mostly dust and moisture that's being blown around.
Right.
So that's not really anything that we could conclude as paranormal.
Yeah, I think one of the weirder things is that, like, you're right, nothing visually happens, and that just doesn't make sense with all the noise that's going around also. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, we talk to Josh all the time, and he went over there and said, nothing. So, weird.
Very weird. Before we move on, I just want to apologize for my video quality.
Well, you should fucking apologize.
So I'm plugged into the router. Everything's the same as it is every year. Jesus Christ. Every week. But for some reason, I look all pixelated. Like, it's definitely my connection.
Well, you know what, Chris? Let me just tell you something. You ready?
Yeah, sure, man.
There are some people in this world, like myself, that are professionals. And then there's some people in this world that are, lackluster. I'm not saying who.
Wait, all right, let's go back to the dust and stuff, because Trisha asked, what's kicking up the dust? Nothing is up there. Would you like to explain?
Yeah, I mean, anytime this is an older place, let me get back to the video here. So, anytime you got this older place, it's in the attic. It's drafty up there, and it's super dusty. And you could see them all like moving in a relatively similar pattern, which is the sign of just the wind is blowing in that direction. Most of these things are usually dust. You know what I mean?
Right. And it doesn't even have to be a draft or anything kicking up the dust. There's dust and moisture all around us. So when you take pictures, like, for example, when you take pictures, if you go somewhere outside, take a picture of, say, like a cemetery or whatever, if you're walking around, there's moisture and dust constantly flowing around. And in our houses and everything, you could keep that house as clean as you want to keep it. There's stuff flying around that you can't really see. But then when you take a video like this in night vision or pictures and stuff, that's all going to come up.
Yeah, right. I mean, the infrared light is acting like normal light. We just can't see it with our eyes. And these things are way closer to the camera than you think they are. So they have these, it has this appearance of this orb type situation. But most of that is dust. But, that doesn't account for the the crazy sounds and all that stuff.
Right, right. We're just talking about the dust compared to actually being what a lot of people say is orbs, which Mike and I would like to, we really just say that orbs are dust.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be something really
Or
substantial.
dust or moisture or both.
Right. You know, I've seen videos of, like, weird pulsating lights and stuff. Like, Josh, actually, and David, they did a whole documentary on spirit lights. And, yo, that's real shit. Like, that's not even a question of is it paranormal. Like, it's this real phenomenon that takes place in certain areas. It's been documented. And that shit's real, and they don't really know what it is. They think it's like some weird pressure in the earth and quartz, and I don't even know. But this stuff going on here is dust. It's good to spread the word. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, exactly. And like Trisha was just wondering, because originally she was saying it might be orbs, and then but explaining it now, she said that's true. She has dog hair everywhere, and that could be like if you set up a night vision camera in a place where you have a dog, like that stuff's going to get kicked up regardless if there's a draft in there or not. Like that stuff is so light to the air that it's going to be flowing through anyway. So
someone just asked, do dust particles have tails? Well, you know, it's like you said, dog hair. You'd be surprised what things look like, and it has that, like, you know, that like comet appearance where it's like zooming, you know, and that's just the movement of the.
Yeah, and it's getting, when it comes closer to the camera, it's obviously enlarging too, and it's moving. So you're going to get that trail that looks like a tail, or you're also looking at a bug flying into the camera or around the camera as well.
Right.
So, and you can't decipher whether, like when we did a couple of videos for Really Fake Live that dealt with baby monitors. And a couple of the things were that either it was a bug on the lens or like security cameras, either it was a bug on the lens that made it look like a shadow figure walking by or something that was moving on the camera, on the video, which ended up being like lint that was like just stuck to the lens of the camera that was moving.
Right.
You know, so that's what you got to take into consideration. I feel like you can't just assume everything on camera that you catch is paranormal.
Yeah, and that's all right, you know? Like, people get upset when people debunk things or whatever. But, like, yo, it just is what it is.
Right.
And you got to look for the profound shit. You know, that's what everyone's looking for.
The profound shit.
You're the profound shit.
I don't know, man. My video is shit tonight. I'm so annoyed right now.
You know, Chris, we just want you here. Let's get we love you, Chris, going on in the chat here. Let's get a hashtag Chris shitty video, but still love you, Chris.
I'm just gonna cover
it. Is that how hashtags work?
It looks fine on Skype, but then when I look at the Facebook video, I can see how bad it looks. So I just covered my face with the Skype video.
Yeah, it could be my connection. I don't know.
I don't know. It's probably mine. But anyway, all right, let's move on to the new video, Real or Fake, this week. This was sent in by my sister, who got it from
good old Mary.
Yeah, Mary sent this in to us on Instagram. This was from the Elvis Duran show from Z100 in New York and New Jersey and probably Connecticut, I guess. So Mary sent me this video. It's basically, do you have all the information on it? If not, I do.
I don't.
Okay. Cool. That's why I brought it up for that reason, because I was like, I know he's not going to have it. All right, so here's a little background of this video. So this woman captures a creepy demon voice, or what she claims to be a demon voice, in a hospital video.
Yeah.
So the article reads, with Halloween around the corner, it seems like things in the world are getting creepier and creepier, and that definitely is true for a mother in England. Her name is Catherine Lawrence, and she recently headed to a hospital with her 2-year-old daughter. They went in the wrong entrance and got lost in a long, dark hallway. As a fan of horror movies, Catherine decided to film the scene because it reminded her of the 2006 flick Silent Hill. She didn't think much of the footage she recorded until she played it back. That's when she heard what she describes as a quote-unquote creepy voice, and what others are calling a demon. She posted the video to Facebook explaining when she filmed it, the hallway was quiet and empty. However, 6 seconds in, you could definitely hear something. So let's roll the video because I don't want to read on because it kind of says what she thinks she hears. So
Yeah, and we got, listen, to make you feel better, Hinsdale girl sent a hashtag We Love Chris. So you know, Chris, even
thanks.
though you're pixelated,
Well, on
we
Facebook, we're
still.
getting George and Trisha started hashtag Chris Rock. So thank
Oh
you
my
guys. I
god.
appreciate that. I'm
Oh
just
my lord.
aggravated that my video looks like shit. But anyway, let's show the video of Catherine in the hospital um, and see what we think.
All right, hey Chris, guess what? I'm going to. Here we go.
All right,
All right, I
so
think it played through. I'm pretty sure.
I'll continue reading part of the article. So it says Catherine's friends commented on the video saying things like, I would be running out of there, and, quote, that's too freaky, but others feel like they can understand what the eerie voice is saying. They think it says, quote, pull the fucking curtains, end quote.
Language.
Others hear a voice whispering, hashtag Jesus. Quote, tell me, just, I'm losing my mind. I didn't even, all right. One commentator cleaned up the audio in the clip so you could hear the voice even clearer. Catherine says that they weren't any occupied rooms near her and swears that the hall she filmed in was silent and seems like Halloween came early for this year. Okay, so I'm
So,
gonna get into real quick what I think about this video. So one, you have her daughter running around crazy, and there's a bunch of you hear her feet going nuts,
right. So,
which
hold
is
on. Hold on.
contaminating you.
Let me I need to catch up. I need to catch up. She started filming because she felt creeped out.
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm asking you.
No, she started filming because she felt like it was creepy because it reminded her of the movie
That's what
Silent Hill.
okay, yeah, okay. Right.
Can I continue now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great, thanks. So what happened? So my whole thing is one, you have the daughter contaminating the audio because she's running around crazy and whatever. Two, where is everybody in this hospital?
You could see people at the end of the hallway.
Okay, because that is the least busy hospital I've ever seen in my life. Um,
It is like
and
dark and dreary. Is
also,
it nighttime?
I don't know. It doesn't say. But the other thing, like Trisha just said, the kid doesn't seem freaked out. The article doesn't say whether they heard it at the time. I'm going to go with they didn't. What happened was she posted the video and other people heard it
Right.
and they started talking about it. That's my assumption. I do hear something at the 6 second mark, like right when like a couple seconds in, like they said, I do hear something, but I can't say that's paranormal. I don't hear anything for the rest of the video though.
Yeah, I hear a little blurb. Hold on. When it loops back around, I'm gonna play it again for the audience, to listen. So the little girl runs out, and then I think it starts over again.
Okay.
All right, I'm jacking up the audio for everybody.
Jack it up. Jack it up.
Don't be dirty. Don't be dirty. All right, so I have it up. Waiting for this little girl. All right, so it restarts right now. All right, so did you guys hear anything, or I just wanted to give everyone else a chance to try to hear it again. I mean, it's faint.
Somebody in the Facebook, yes, and somebody in the Facebook chat said they heard. Give me a second. I just got to scroll back up. Yeah, I can't. Mary Hook says she heard "Get the F out," unless she thinks "Get the F out" about the video itself. I'm not really sure. Sandy Hickey says doesn't sound real to her.
I'm going to say this also. All right, it's a hospital. I had the pleasure of staying in a hospital for a few days during my wife's birth situation. And I walked through that hospital a bunch over those 2 days that we had to wait for the baby to pop out. And you hear some shit coming from those rooms.
Right, and like Trisha just said, sounds like a deep laughter, a deep voice can carry a long way. And especially, and now, what I'm saying, according to what Trisha said, that's a long, empty hallway. Like, things are going to echo through. Excuse me, you're going to hear things. Like, you could hear somebody talking in another hallway, probably, that's carrying through.
I think so, too. Even if it's coming from, it could just be someone behind a door.
Yeah, like Mary said, yes, I think it says, who the F is running? Which could be somebody in one of those rooms being like, who the hell's running around the hospital, Yeah,
it could be a doctor being like, get your kid's shit together,
Yeah. So.
All right, so what are you saying?
I'm saying fake by mistake.
Boom. All right, guess what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm also going to be saying fake by mistake.
Right. I mean, we could also say fake as fuck, but I'm not saying they're trying to fake this on purpose. I think what happened was she posted it on Facebook and people thought they heard something, or they do hear something and they automatically think it's paranormal, like we talked about with people automatically thinking orbs are paranormal. And I think people just ran with it.
Oh, I hit fake. Hold on, I forgot. We have this graphic.
Yeah, fake by mistake.
Fake by mistake.
Jesus. It's like the first show. It's like, it's not show 54. It's like our first show.
Dude, let's get real. Every show is like our first show. Listen, I don't want to jinx anything. It sounds like your audio is crisping up over there.
Great.
It sounds like you're coming back in the game. I think the hashtag #LoveChris is spreading
its way
through the universe.
It's working.
Someone said the people at the end of the hallway were the twins from The Shining. Listen, you can't disprove that. We don't know. All right, so that's that.
But yep, thank you to Mary, my sister, for sending that in. She also sent us another one that we might use in a coming episode as well.
Oh boy, thanks, Mary.